And we're at the site of the Vivian Malone Jones marker. Miss Jones actually grew up right behind where this marker is located. Um, at the time, there were homes from the corner on the west all the way to the east, prior to the Mobile County Health Department moving to this location. And her sisters actually came to the Dora Franklin Finley African American Heritage Trail Board and stated that Vivian had accomplished a lot, but there was nothing recognizing her in Mobile, and they thought that a market would be appropriate, and the board agreed. And it was their decision to place it at this location because they said this is where they grew up, this is where their homestead was, and they thought it would be appropriate to put it at this location. And as we all know, she was the first black to graduate from the University of Alabama. And that's when George Wallace stood in the door and said, segregation today, tomorrow, and forever. And Vivian was admitted. Um, she was not the first black to attend. Miss Yvette Lucy was the first black to attend back in the 50s. But Vivian was the first to graduate. And Miss Lucy did ultimately graduate from the University of Alabama in the 1990s. Um, Upon entering the University of Alabama, my understanding is that life was pretty normal for her once she entered into the school. And when she graduated, however, no one would hire her in the state of Alabama because of her integrating the University of Alabama. And ultimately, she ended up with a job in Washington, D.C. with the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division. But the university did ask her to come back to do the commencement address in the 2000s. And she did. And to make a long story short, the theme of her commencement address was that you must always be prepared because you never know what door you may have to walk through.